Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, with me here, my name is Rania Naura from class 5B. So today, I would like to present about my statistic final project, where this time I analyzed two different cases using experimental research and correlation research. Case 1 is about experimental research by the title The Effect of Using Spotify Lyrics Feature on EFL Students' Pronunciation Skills. First, I will explain the background of the study. Many EFL students find it difficult to improve their English pronunciation, especially when learning through traditional teaching methods. These methods often rely on textbook and teacher modeling, which may not provide enough authentic pronunciation input. Since many students regularly listen to English songs on Spotify, the study used lyric feature as a learning medium to help students improve their pronunciation in a more interesting and authentic way. The participants of the study were 20 EFL students, divided into 10 students in the experimental group and 10 students in the control group. The study employed an experimental research design to examine the effect of using Spotify lyrics on students' pronunciation skills. The independent variable was the use of Spotify lyrics feature, and the dependent variable was students' pronunciation skills. Then, students' pronunciation skills were measured using a pronunciation test that assessed sounds, stress, and intonation. The scores ranged from 0 to 100, so an interval scale was used. Next, let's look at the data I have created. Make sure to create group data as shown in the example above, consisting of student names and score obtained, before entering the data into the SPSS application page. Then, let's continue step by step in calculating the data we have obtained. After entering the application page, we will find the data view and variable view. Then, we select the variable view to enter our data. Kemudian akan muncul seperti gambar yang pertama. Di baris pertama, kita isi dengan skor, kemudian desimal 0, label student score, dan di baris kedua, kita isi dengan grup dengan desimal 0, lalu kita kosongi di bagian label, lalu kita beralih ke value labels. Di value labels ini, kita isi 1 untuk eksperimental dan 2 untuk kontrol. Setelah klik OK, kita akan menemukan gambar nomor 2. Pada kolom skor, kita masukkan skor yang telah diperoleh dari siswa-siswa yang sudah kita data. Kemudian untuk tabel grup, kita isi kode nomor sesuai dengan grup siswa. 1 untuk experimental group dan 2 untuk control group. Setelah itu, kita analisa datanya. Klik Analyze, lalu Compare Means, lalu kita cari Independent Sample t-test. Lalu di step ketiga, setelah kita analisis menggunakan Independent Sample t-test, akan muncul seperti ini. Sebelumnya, data skor dan grup berada pada kotak yang ditunjukkan oleh tanda panah. Kemudian kita pindah ke kanan. Untuk student score, kita pindah ke test variable dan data group di grouping variable. Pada saat memasukkan data group ke grouping variable, klik define group dan memasukkan group sesuai kode. Setelah klik continue, lalu kita klik OK. The next slide is about the result. Based on the descriptive statistic, the experimental group obtained a higher mean score, which was 79.90, compared to the control group, which had a mean score of 74.20. This result indicates that students using Spotify lyrics tended to perform better in pronunciation. The results show a significance value of 0.808, which is higher than 0.05. This means the data met the assumption of homogeneity of variance. Since the significance value was greater than 0.05, the null hypothesis was accepted and the alternative hypothesis was rejected. In conclusion, the use of Spotify lyrics feature did not significantly improve student pronunciation skills, although the experimental group showed a higher average score. We go to the second case. It's about correlational research. By the title, the correlation between students' exposure to English accent and student speaking confidence. This study was conducted to examine the relationship between EFL student exposure to English accent and their speaking confidence. Since students are often exposed to different English accents through media such as videos, songs, and podcasts, this exposure may influence how confident they feel when speaking English. The participants of the study were 10 EFL students. The study employed a correlational research design to investigate the relationship between student exposure to English accent and their speaking confidence. The independent variable of the study is students' exposure to English accent. Then the dependent variable is student speaking confidence. Students' exposure to English accent and speaking confidence were measured using a questionnaire. The questionnaire used a 4-point Likert scale ranging from 1 strongly disagree to 4 strongly agree. Therefore, an ordinal scale was used. Next, let's look at the data I have created as shown here. This data show the result obtained from answering the questionnaire. The black columns represent respondent and the gray columns represent statement in the questionnaire. The questionnaire consists of 10 statements divided into two sections. Question 1 until 5 about accent exposure and question 6 until 10 about speaking skill. In this data, we enter each respondent's answer based on the selected scale. 1 for strongly disagree, 2 for disagree, 3 for agree, and 4 strongly agree. For the first step, open the variable view, then fill in columns 1 until 10 with the question numbers. Make sure the decimal is set to 0 to make calculation easier. Saat mengisi values, klik titik 3 untuk mengisi value labels. Seperti yang ada pada gambar, angka 1 menunjukkan strongly disagree, angka 2 menunjukkan disagree, angka 3 menunjukkan agree, angka 4 menunjukkan strongly agree. Lalu, klik OK. Pastikan question 1 sampai 10 berada di measure ordinal. Lalu kita kembali ke data view, klik transform, lalu compute variable. Lalu akan muncul gambar seperti berikut. Untuk yang pertama, kita isi target variable dengan accent exposure. Lalu ubah function group sebagai statistical dengan special variable min. Kemudian akan muncul tulisan seperti yang ditunjukkan oleh tanda panah. Lalu kita klik tanda panah ke atas dan akan muncul tulisan min pada numeric expression. Lalu kita isi number question yang menunjukkan accent exposure, seperti yang pada gambar question 1, 2, 3, 4, dan 5. Lalu kita klik OK. Kita juga melakukan hal yang sama untuk target variable speaking skill. Kita ubah target variabelnya menjadi speaking skill, mengubah function group menjadi statistical, lalu special variable min, lalu muncul tulisan dan klik tanda panah ke atas. Kita isi numeric expression dengan number question 5-10 untuk speaking skills. After clicking OK, the results generated are the mean of accent exposure and speaking skill of each respondent. The reference number in the following image are the result of the previous calculation. This result will be used for the correlation. For the next step, we went to the variable view. So I create two variables here is accent exposure and speaking confidence. Both variables were set as numeric and the measurement level was set to scale. Next, I move to the data view. Then I enter the average score of accent exposure and speaking confidence for each student. Each row represents one participant. Next, we need to find the correlation between our data. Click Analyze, then Correlation, then click Bivariate. From the variables we entered earlier, select accent exposure and speaking skill as shown in the image. Then move them to the right side. For the correlation coefficient, select Pearson, then click OK. The results show that there was a positive relationship between students' exposure to English accent and their speaking confidence. This means that students who were more frequently exposed to English accent tended to have higher confidence when speaking English. However, the significance value obtained from the analysis was 0.096, which is higher than the significance level of 0.05. This indicates that the correlation was not statistically significant. Therefore, the null hypothesis was accepted and the alternative hypothesis was rejected. In conclusion, although exposure to English accent show a positive tendency towards speaking confidence, the relationship was not strong enough to be considered statistically significant. Maybe that's all the explanation that I can present today. I apologize if there